Curso Audiovisual de Inglês, LISA.
Lição número 13.
At school. Did you bring your reading book, Peter?
No, I didn't bring it, sir. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You can look at the book of the student next to you. Have you a reading book, Paul?
Yes, sir. You can see it here on my desk. But I haven't an exercise book.
I see. Well, I can give you a piece of paper to write on.
Thank you, sir.
I see I have a new pupil today. He comes from Switzerland. His name is André. Can you read English, André?
Yes, sir. I can read English a little, but I cannot speak it very well. I have a bad pronunciation.
Well, some of my pupils can pronounce English quite well, but they can't spell it just as well.
What's the meaning of spell?
We'll give you an example. Could you spell book, Peter?
Oh, yes, sir. B-O-O-K.
That's right. Now, Paul, could you spell grammar?
Yes, I think so. G-R-A-M-A-R.
No, that isn't quite right. What's wrong with his spelling, Peter?
There must be 2 M's in grammar, sir.
Right. André, can you now understand what it means to spell?
Yes, I can, sir. Thank you.
Lição número 14.
The map. This is a map of the world. This is America. This is Europe. This is Africa. And this is Asia. Yesterday, I told the names of some large towns in the world. Do you remember them this morning?
Yes, sir.
We shall see. Peter, please come here. Where's London on this map?
Here, sir.
Now, point to Washington.
Here.
Now, show me New York.
Here.
Thank you, Peter. Sit down. Now, Paul, come here. Take this ruler and point to Paris on the map.
Here, sir.
No, my boy, I'm afraid you're wrong. Paris is here. Now, Rome?
Here, sir, perhaps.
Wrong again. Now try again. Point to Tokyo.
Lição número 15.
The time.
Here it is.
There are 24 hours in a day. At last. Thank you, Paul. Sit down. The beginning of the day is dawn or daybreak. Then comes morning. Get on with your work and do it well. Evening and night. Now all students write the names of 5 countries and their capital. How many days are there in a week? Don't include the towns mentioned today.
There are 7 days in a week. They are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Right. Now, Paul, how many months are there in the year?
12, sir. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December.
Correct. Thank you. Now, can you tell me how many days there are in a year?
In a year, there are 365 days.
Or 366 in a leap year, which comes every 4 years.
Very good. That's quite correct. Now, Andre, what is the date today?
It is the 22 of November, I think.
I'm afraid that's not the right way of saying it. For the date of the month, we use the ordinal numbers. Peter?
It's the 22nd of November, sir.
Oh, I see. It's the 1st, or the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 21st, the 30th of November.
Very good, Andre. You learn very quickly.
Lição número 16.
The time. Now, children, look at this picture of a clock. What time is it by this clock?
It's 1 o'clock.
Good. Now the minute hand moves to 1. What time is it then?
It's 5 minutes past 1, or 5 past 1.
Quite right. Now the minute hand moves to 3. What time is it?
It's then 1:15.
Could I say it is 1:15?
Yes, You could say 1:15, 1:30, or 1:45 instead of 1:15, 1:30, or 1:45. We generally say that for the times of trains or buses.
What is the meaning of AM and PM, sir?
You see, Andre, AM comes from ante meridiem, which is Latin and means before noon. PM comes from post meridiem and means afternoon.
So that 2 p.m. is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or the same as 14 hours?
Very good, Andre. Now, Peter, what time is it by your watch?
Curso Audiovisual de Inglês, Lições.
It's 10 o'clock, sir.
Lesson number 17.
Nationality. Is it slow or
What's
fast?
the nationality of a man who comes from Holland?
It's 11:15 by the school clock.
He's Dutch, sir. It's stopped, sir. I forgot to wind it up.
Very good, Peter. He's Dutch, or he's a Dutchman. And a man who comes from Norway, Paul, is he a Dane?
Oh, no, sir. He's a Norwegian. A man is a Dane or is Danish when he comes from Denmark.
That's correct, Paul. Thank you. And you, Andre, are you French?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm a Swiss.
I see. You come from Switzerland. As for me, am I a Belgian?
Oh, no. I think you are either an Englishman or an American.
Actually, I'm neither an Englishman nor an American. I'm a Canadian. I come from Canada.
I see. And what, sir, is the nationality of a man who comes from Finland?
Maybe you could answer this question, Peter.
He's Finnish, I think, sir. He's a Finn.
That's quite right, Peter. And the man who comes from Spain?
He's Spanish. A Spaniard.
From Turkey, Paul?
He's Turkish, sir. He's a Turk.
And from Scotland, Andre?
He's a Scotch, I think.
Well, not exactly. He's Scots, but not a Scotch. Rather, he's a Scotsman.
Lesson number 18.
Weights and measures. How many ounces are there in a pound?
There are 16 ounces in a pound, sir.
That's right, Peter. Could you name something sold by the pound and something sold by the ounce?
Tobacco is sold by the ounce, sir, and sugar is sold by the pound.
Right. Paul, how many inches are there in a foot?
12 inches, sir.
Correct. And how many feet are there in a yard?
There are 3 feet in 1 yard.
Right. Peter, how do we measure liquids?
By the pint, the quart, and the gallon, sir.
And temperatures?
By degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade.
Andre, could you give us a few metric equivalents to these measures?
I can try, sir. 1 pound is about 450 grams, I think. One inch is about 2.5 centimeters. 1 foot is 30 centimeters, and 1 mile is just over 1,600 meters.
Peter, could you mention a few too?
Well, 11 pounds is about 5 kilos. 8 kilometers is about 5 miles, and 11 yards is about 10 meters.
Very good, my boys. And that's all for today. Thank you.
Lesson number 19.
At the baker's. Good morning, Mrs. Wright.
Good morning, Mr. Anderson.
What can I get for you today?
I want 3 white loaves of bread and 1 brown loaf, please.
Yes, madam. Anything else?
Yes, please. What cakes have you?
Oh, we have a very nice fruit cake and some small chocolate cakes.
Will you give me half a dozen small cakes, please? They look delicious. It's a good thing that you're a confectioner as well as a baker, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, indeed, Mrs. Wright. Will that be all?
I think so. We shan't need any pastries this time. My son is very fond of them, but he won't be home until dinner time.
Will you take the bread and the cakes with you, Mrs. Wright, or shall we send them to your house?
I'll take it with me, thank you. Will you please wrap them up for me?
Oh, yes. I'll do it right away.
Lesson number 20.
At the butcher's. Good afternoon, madam. What will it be?
Have you got a small joint of beef?
Sorry, madam. but the beef is all gone. We sold all we had this morning.
Well then, half a leg of lamb will do.
Certainly, madam. Anything else?
Yes, please. Some ribs of pork, I think, and 2 pounds of veal.
Very good, madam. And let me show you this mutton. It's very fresh, madam.
Well, I won't take any mutton today, thank you. I bought enough day before yesterday.
Right, madam. Here you are, then.
Thank you. How much is it, please?
Here's the amount, madam.
I see. Meat is expensive, isn't it? I hope I have enough money with me. Ah, here you are. Goodbye.
Don't forget your change, madam.
Oh, how silly of me.
It's easily done, madam. Goodbye.